You were there in the NWA Crockett territory when Magnum TA had his accident. You were actually involved in an angle with him and Nikita. Could you talk to us about what it was like for the whole territory when a guy like that, who I understand was well liked and about to get an even bigger push, possibly a future world champion, had that kind of tragic accident?
Yep, definitely. You know, in that territory, in Crockett's territory, every single person in that territory, they were incredible wrestlers. I mean, from the bottom of the card could have been a main event, you know. And what was kind of nice about the territory, it did kind of switch around and rotate, you know, the matches you had, you know, except for, you know, Flair and Dusty, you know, a couple of the big time baby faces, they were never going to be on the opening cards. But, you know, other main events would, you know, win titles, lose titles, then go back down and end up being opening matches again and work your way up and find another angle and get up there. And the whole territory was kind of like that. But now Magnum TA, he was, in fact, in Mid-South, I was with him there, and that's when I first met him. And Magnum was an unbelievable guy, and, you know, good looking young guy, good body, had a good promo, and he could work. And he would do anything that anybody wanted him to do in matches. But by the time he got up to Crockett's territory, he really learned how to become a top babyface. And him and Dusty were good friends. So Dusty was grooming him to be the big champion. And it's really hard to get into a position like that. And because there's a lot that's asked for you. I mean, you have to be the champion, a single champion in a territory. You have to, you know, you have to be greedy. You have to be selfish. You can't be in a match with somebody and not be the top guy. And so you really have to look out for yourself. And Magnum was finally at that point to where he was really groomed and knew what he was doing. And it ended up being where we were going to do an angle with him. And it was going to be to where Magnum and Nikita were going to end up having single matches. And I think, you know, it's hard to remember every angle that you do and everything, but I can't remember what town we were in, but Magnum ended up getting in a car accident, and I didn't hear about it until the next morning, but I couldn't believe it because I was really good friends with Magnum. And it ended up being where he wasn't ever going to be able to wrestle again. And in that territory, because of the way the territory was, where everybody got to work with pretty much everybody, you got to be really good friends with people. And it wasn't just like it was, you know, you wrestle a guy and, you know, that was the end of it. You never talked to him much again or anything. This is where you traveled. You were, you know, you'd be at parties together, you know, kayfabe, of course. But, you know, the wives were friends with everybody and the guys were friends. And so when Magnum got hurt, I mean, it was devastating to the whole company because, you know, it was something where it could have been me. It could have been Ivan and Nikita, or anybody in the territory. It could have been Rick, where he went off the road and got hurt like that. So it really hit home for everybody. And it was almost like, you know, hey, we got to start really watching out for ourselves and taking care of ourselves a little bit more, because you don't know when your last day in this ring's going to be. So it was pretty devastating to the whole territory, and you know, well, you know, devastating to Magnum too, but it was pretty brutal.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Support us on patreon.com for $1.99 a month to watch our full shoot interviews, ad-free and help our channel grow. Follow us on Twitter at the Hannibal TV.